Well, hey, diet disruptors. I am so excited to introduce to you a power couple that I have been working with. Leo and Christel, they are here together to be able to talk a little bit about their experience working with me, working with disruptive nutrition. And I will tell you this too. Leo actually worked with me first and then brought Christel on board. And Leo, since working with me, has just made amazing progress. I can't wait to tell you all about it, but also decided to sign on as a coach with us as well. So he is mentoring and supporting others. And so their story is just really exciting. And I want to make sure I share it with all of you. So Leo and Christel, hi. I'm so glad you're here.
Hi there.
Hi.
Thanks, Karen.
Hey. All right.
Yeah,
So first,
right.
Tell me why you guys wanted to do all of this and work with me and all of that kind of stuff.
Well, let me start, Christel.
Okay.
I found you again, Carrie, after we worked together last year. I was really worried about myself health-wise. I was a type 2 diabetic, morbidly obese, high blood pressure, swollen ankles, tired all the time, scared. I had, and Carrie knows this, I had lost a lot of weight at different times in my life. I worked with a personal trainer and lost almost 200 pounds at one point in my life, and I put it back on, almost all of it. So I just didn't want to go through this again. But I trusted Carrie because I've known her for a long time. We worked together, and she's a good, honest person. So I felt like, okay, I can try something with her. And it was the best thing I ever did. It was a year ago, August of 2018. I did the 30-day challenge, 28-day challenge, and amazing things happened in that short amount of time. My A1C went from way off the charts to within under diabetic range, under 7. My high blood pressure went away. My energy level went through the roof, and I started losing weight. And I loved what I was eating. It was actually stuff I was eating, but I was just eating way too much of it. And I eliminated a lot of the stuff that we all should eliminate, like sugar and things like that. And it seemed really smart. It made sense with all the science that I'd learned over the years. And, one thing, and I'm sure you can relate to this if you're in a ballpark like me and you need to lose a lot of weight, is we know a whole lot about weight loss. We just aren't able to do it well.
Leo, I remember when we were first starting to work together and you told me about your breakfast and you were like, I had an egg and something else. And I'm like, it's not enough. And then I said, go back to your PFC cards and go look at what you have to, and you wrote back, you were like, whoa, I need to eat this much.
We learned a lot about that. Yeah. And maybe Christel can talk about that. Now, she came on this August. We did the challenge together. And I had lost about 70 pounds in the last year and didn't even have to think about it. It just kind of came off naturally. And then Christel and I have been together on and off for the last almost 5 years now, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. And so,
I lose track.
after a while, so Christel decided to try this. She actually has an unbelievable figure, but she wanted to, find a way to be healthier. You can maybe talk about that.
Yeah. So interestingly enough, as Leo said, he proposed this to me and said, this is something that I think would really be good for both of us to do. So I thought about it and I said, wow, what a great way, not just to do it for myself, but to do it together, because then you help hold each other accountable, which is great. But also, I always had a difficult time eating. My situation was that I would go all day long, not have anything to eat, and then I would eat so much at the end of the day, and I just felt like, something was wrong. I wasn't eating the right foods, things like that. So what this plan is, it's forcing me to eat every 3 hours. But the interesting thing now is that, I think we talked about this the other day, that now after 3 hours, your body knows when it needs something. So it's not like when I first started out, I needed to look at the clock and say, okay, I have to eat at 11:30 and 2:30, but now it's automatic. So my body knows when it needs to eat, what it needs to have to make it through the day. And I'm losing weight. I did want to lose some weight. That was my kind of goal to do, but also more eating healthy. Mine was more about picking the right foods, eating healthy, eating more fiber, vegetables, clean food.
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah.
And then, so now that we've done it together, we always, like, Leo cooks, I cook, we cook for each other, you know, we go shopping together, which is cool.
That's after this, we're heading to Costco,
Yeah.
Trader Joe's, and Stop and Shop. We have lists for all three.
Yeah.
Thanks to
I
Carrie.
love it when couples do it together because it really is, it is a family kind of a thing. This isn't a diet that one person's going on, everybody else is doing something different. This is really a way that we should be eating as families.
Oh, I so agree with you, Carrie. In fact, I mean, I had good results over the last year, but it's a whole other level when I'm doing it with Christel because it's more fun. We're having fun together doing this. You know, planning meals together and, okay, let's go to this restaurant, figure out how to be completely PFC.
Yeah,
let's see, we'll challenge each other. You know?
It is a little bit of a challenge, but when you, and Leo and I are former educators, right? So it is about, you know, when you can apply previously learned information into a new novel situation, that's how you know you really learned it. And so when you can do that kind of stuff, then it's just amazing of how much it's really kind of seeping in. It becomes part of your lifestyle. And so that's what I want to ask you about. A lot of people think I can't eat this much, or Christel, a lot of people say I go all day, I don't have time to eat, or, you know, I don't need to eat all day. And then you start doing this, and at first it's kind of a little bit challenging, I think, in some ways, to be able to try and figure out how you're going to do it.
Organizing, yeah.
It is organizing, but you have coaching and you have all that support. So talk to me now, after you kind of done it, what does lifestyle look like, and how do you make it simple and something you can do forever?
I can go.
You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. It becomes a routine, really.
Yeah.
You know, you have your shopping list that you've now created, and you buy kind of the same thing because you like the same kinds of foods. We know, okay, Sundays, or maybe this weekend it's going to be Saturdays. It's going to be our prep day, and that is less daunting the more times you do it because you get more organized with things like that. You find the egglets, or you find different contraptions, appliances that help you. You learn, you know, really creative ways to make your shakes and get your PFC meals in that way, which can be yummy. It just gets easier over time because you're doing it, and you learn through trial and error. The one thing that I think is really important, it's a journey. It's not a diet. There's no cheating on it. It's you go from meal to meal, from day to day, and you just you know, you work to just do the right thing for yourself, for your body on a daily basis.
Yeah, when you say there's no cheating, I mean, it's like if you go off one meal, you're off balance or whatever it is, you just pick it up in the next meal.
Right.
Yeah. And I had a day like that. I was just saying this to Leo the other day. I said I had a day where, you know, I actually had a little ice cream on the side, and I haven't had dairy now for, gosh, almost 2 months.
Oh,
so,
wow.
interestingly enough, I couldn't even finish it because my stomach started hurting. Like, it hurt, you know? Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it in that first bite, but then I thought to myself, do I really enjoy feeling like this after I ate it? And then the craving went away. So it was kind of interesting because in the past, when I'd be on diets, you know, I'd eat like a pint of this ice cream, and that was that, and, you know, and then I'd be like, well, now I messed up, so I might as well just keep, why should I continue, you know? But I didn't feel that way this time. I felt like, you know, I'm not going to put myself down. It's not like anything like that. Right.
No, and really, if you really think about it, an ice cream is a fat and a carb.
Right.
So,
exactly. That's true.
You know, like, you can totally make it work if you want to, but I just find it interesting too that because your body is so satisfied all day, it doesn't necessarily want those other things. If you want to have it, that's fine. You can make it work. But if you decide you don't want it, my goal is not to make everybody not like ice cream anymore. It's for you to know your body, you know, and listen to it and be able to like work in conjunction with it, you know.
And that's why, again, this whole thing is not a diet, right? We want to say this is a healthy way of living. And yes, you should be able to enjoy life and enjoy certain foods too, but everything's about moderation, picking the right things, and looking, like you said, at the fat, the carbs, and that's important. And we've learned that along the way too. We've learned that, like, yes, in the beginning, I was looking a lot. It was a little more time consuming. People have said to me, oh, this seems like a lot of work, you know, because that's initially, I think, what you feel. But I have to say, it isn't anymore. Right. I mean, it's learning. Like, you know, you said, you learn something, but then it becomes a habit. It becomes a good habit. You do it, and then it's not hard anymore.
And
it's worthwhile, all the benefits, right?
I mean, the benefits long-term are unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to expand on that just a little bit, and it's the movement part and the exercise part. You know, when I started this, and I'm not done yet, I'm on a journey. I was very, very heavy, and I didn't move much. I didn't walk much. I didn't do much. And at first, I wasn't doing that. But at some point in time, I gained enough energy and enough confidence in myself. I started moving again. First, I started a little bit of walking, and then I finally rejoined the health club that I used to go to all the time. And it's just it's a journey, and you don't have to be intimidated by it. You don't have to do things because other people are doing it. I find that if you're going to be on this journey, you will find your own pace, and things will happen for you. I think they're happening for us, and we feel so much better, so much healthier, and we feel like the world is our oyster again.
It's
awesome. I'm going to be 60 in another couple of months, and I feel like, I'm 40.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's awesome, because a year ago, that's not how you felt.
No, a year and a half ago, I didn't feel that way.
No.
And you still haven't met your goals yet. You're still working on your goals.
But,
it's just so interesting to know, like, you can continue to do this, and you're not going to be in that same story of, I lost 200 pounds and gained it all back.
Right. Yeah.
Your body's going to function very differently, the way it's supposed to function. It's going to work for you and with you,
And
so what you did really is deprived yourself. That's how you lost it. And then it will catch up with you.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So just last little bit, speaking of progress. So what was your, you said you lost weight. That was one of your goals, Christel, even though Leo thinks he didn't need to lose weight. I love that.
I still do, but he's so sweet.
Well, look at her. Come on.
He's a good guy. But talk about
I did a before picture. I still have to do an after one.
I'd love to see it. Leo, you're down 70 pounds so far.
About 70, a little over 70 now. Yeah. I have a 3-year plan to lose about 70 pounds a year. Yeah. It'll be less the last year, but that it's that way. It's not so fast, and it just will keep. I'm losing a pound to 2 a week. Just let it keep coming.
It's the healthy way, and then your body gets used to that, and it's more natural, right?
And what about you, Christel? So you lost weight, so you feel like you've met your goals.
It's kind of amazing. I'd say, the challenge, that was the biggest weight loss for me, but then pounds and more inches actually came off.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I lost.
Because the scale is a liar.
It is.
Yeah, but I'd say I've lost a total of 15 pounds in about, it's not quite 2 months. And I can honestly say it's more inches. I think I noticed it in my clothes, my pants. I've gone down like 1 pant size.
And I'll tell you what she's done. I'm so proud of her. Christel is a trained ballet dancer, and she's not belly dancer, ballet dancer. And she was actually part of the Hartford Ballet and things like that as a youngster. She gave it up in her early 20s. She's going back. And she just started taking ballet classes again.
Oh my gosh, good for you. Yeah. So much that's the kind of progress. The fact that you, Leo, are moving now, and that you just joined the ballet class again. Like, that's the progress that I care so much about.
We try to really motivate each other. Right. He's a great motivator too anyways. But I've always had dance in me. I've always had it. And I had this conversation with him about it, and I said, and he's like, well, why not? Just do it now. I'm like, I don't know, I'm too old, and this and that and the other thing. He said, you're not. And, kind of, inspired. Well, he definitely inspired me to go for it. And I went for it, and I took my first class. And was I sore the next day? Yes. But it was a good feeling to know, that I could still do this. And it was something that I did for me, that I'm doing for me. And it's exercise, and it's joyful and fun for me at the same time. I enjoy it.
That's what I want. I want people to do joyful and fun exercise, movement, and things like that.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
You just got to find your joy. You got to find what that is.
And one thing at a time. I love that you kind of did the challenge first, got new habits, and then one habit starts like a domino effect of other things. Mm-hmm, and I think that's what's really important. You don't have to throw it all out at the same time. One small piece at a time.
Yep.
So Coach Leo, I know that you're going to be doing a lot of traveling over the next year because you are a retired educator and a traveling musician.
Right now, I'm a pirate.
A pirate musician, as well as a health coach. So you're going to be on the road a lot. So we are going to look forward to your posts about. You're going to be like our in-house expert on travel. Now that I'll be
posting from the road. I still got. You're going to help me get all that organized, but I'm going to have a little vlog. Guess that's what you call it, right? A video log that I'll be posting. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. You're inspirational, and I think it's a really good message about couples. Couples need to do this together.
I think if you're not, you're missing out on something that could really work for you.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I agree. I mean, on so many levels, right? Like,
Yeah.
not just I think health and wellness is not just about, eating right and nutrition, but about how you're growing together with your partner and yourself and all of that. So it's a great avenue for that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
you,
you.
Sherry.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.